welcome to American Guitar. I'm Larry Formato, and this is Mason.
What's happening?
Say hello again.
Hello again.
Not just hello.
Hello.
Mason.
Yeah, man.
Did we have a good time visiting with Mark and all his buddies over there at Somnium Guitar?
It was very interesting. Very
Man,
informative.
what a cool little company he has. And folks, I got to tell you, you are going to love these guitars.
Yeah, he's a smart guy. Patents, like 2 or 3 patents on
3 patents
guitars.
that I know of. On
Nobody's changed for
a guitar
all
in
these years.
forever, but Mark has found a way to do it.
Yeah.
And
smart guy.
we're gonna give you, thanks to Mark and his cool factory that he's got going on over there with all his cool people. We're gonna give you a glimpse into Somnium Guitars right after you hit subscribe, like, and email me at larry@americanguitar.rocks. Mason.
Yes.
Let's go to Somnium Guitars.
All right, let's get on out of here.
Hit it. Hey Mason, we're going to Somnium Guitars today and they're right up the road.
I can't wait to get there.
Welcome to American Guitars. I'm Larry Formato and I am in Brooksville, Florida, and we are at Somnium Guitars. And obviously it's an American guitar being made right here in Brooksville, Florida. So come on with me, we're gonna go inside and meet Mark. He's gonna tell us all about these great handcrafted guitars. Let's go. We're here at Somnium Guitars and we're here to see Mark. And Mark is the president of Somnium Guitars. Mark, how are you doing?
Doing great, man. How are you?
Great, I'm great. And Mark has built these beautiful guitars and he's gonna tell us all about it. He's gonna give us a great tour today. But for starters, I know you do stuff for just the local people around here, right, Mark?
Yeah, we build guitars, but people keep calling us, oh, you guys are a guitar shop. Well, not exactly. Oh man, I need some strings, you gotta help me. So we decided to carry some, basic parts, strings, cables, connectors now and then, tuners. So we can keep people from driving for an hour just to pick up a pack of strings, help out local musicians, and they can come in here and see what we're doing at the same time.
That's awesome. And right here, man,
Yes.
that's beautiful. So what is this?
Well, this is my concept. There have been modular guitars done before. You might notice that, the pickups look a little different. Of course, it's got a standard Tele bridge pickup and a mini humbucker in the neck.
Right.
And a lot of times, if you love the Tele shape and love the feel of the neck, but now you want to try a humbucker and you want to try or an active humbucker, you want a different sound, you're usually going to have to pick up another guitar.
Right. Of course.
Why not just pick up another pickup?
That's awesome.
So if I want to put this EMG humbucker instead of my single coil, then all I have to do is snap it in, and that's it.
That's it.
That's it.
Wow.
Or if I want to try my single coil pickup in the neck, I just flip it over, and now I've got it in the neck. Because you can't do that with a regular Tele because the wood's not cut that way. So what we did was we made one guitar that can become any other guitar for tone.
Right.
So if you want that traditional Tele tone, and a lot of times when you experiment like this with pickups, you discover tones you never imagined because you never did this with a regular Tele, or you put the mini humbucker or a Filtertron or a P90 soap bar. We make these cartridges. You might notice this one's cut. They all have a cutout. These are made of aluminum with stainless steel latches. You can see the little latch buttons in the back there.
Yeah.
That's what holds them in place. There's no magnets here to interfere with the magnets in your pickup. And it's all solderless. That little circuit board right there lets you use a screwdriver to put pickups in. So if you don't know how to solder, no big deal. You can swap them in and out in just a few minutes. Split the cartridge apart. It's got 4 screws in the back where the finger latches are. And that's all you do is...
So basically, if this particular guitar came with these pickups right here, but I didn't want those pickups, I could take the cartridge out.
Yeah, go ahead.
And I could take this cartridge out right here, and then I could basically change this pickup to any pickup I wanted.
Sure, you would probably, if you're a single coil guy, maybe you like the Strat sound. So you might have a full-size cartridge that has all 3 pickups in it, because we do that. You can do that
Right.
with this also. Because when you take this out, you've got an open palette. You can put just 1 pickup, you could put 2, you could put 3, you could put slanted, you could put straight. So what we do, you notice these cartridges, they'll have different holes. So if you're a humbucker guy, you might buy 2 or 3 of these that have the humbucker cutout, and then you can experiment with your own pickup. Maybe you're not an EMG guy, maybe you want to put a Seymour Duncan in there, maybe you want to put a Lindy Fralin. Or a Lindy Fralin Tele pickup. So you'll swap this out, or you'll buy a second one that's got the open hole, and you can insert a Fralin single coil Tele bridge and listen to that. So you can experiment at will, you know, with whatever combinations, and these are reusable, so you're not stuck with just this EMG in here. It can, in 5 minutes, it can have that Seymour Duncan or DiMarzio in it. And it doesn't have to be passive. It can be active, because we have a battery compartment. So this is all simultaneous. I could have an active EMG. This one isn't, but I could have an EMG 81 in here, and a passive Tele in the neck, and use them together.
That's incredible. And so, Mark, you got the idea to do all of this, and you patented. You have 3 patents, is that right?
Yeah. I have the first patent was for a completely modular guitar, which 3 years ago we featured at NAMM, Winter NAMM, and I'll show you some of those later in the tour.
Right.
But what we found was that musicians really, it's what they want is tone. They don't like the tone of their guitar. They have 4 or 5 guitars,
sure,
but the necks are all different, and one is too heavy, one's, you know, we can give you the guitar that you love. If you're a Tele guy and you love this Tele, you can play anything you want. You can have dual humbuckers, dual single coils, 3 single coils. And so we got away from the modular body kind of concept, even though it's cool, you'll see it. But really being able to get that tone that inspires you, that really makes your song come to life.
Right.
That's what, when you start plugging these things in and listening, you know, yeah, and then you plug in another one, and all of a sudden, it's like the sun or the clouds part, and the sun
it opens.
That's really what it is, because you don't know, right, until you buy a guitar. It comes with whatever the factory puts in it,
right?
Or you order a couple of whatever Duncans,
P90s or
P90s. Hey, I don't know if this, you know, let me try this. My neighbor likes this, or my buddy likes these. And you plug it in, and then it's after all that soldering and rewiring, and then you plug it in, and it's not really what I was hoping for.
Right.
Then what? You got to rewire it all over again.
Sure.
Why? Snap, snap, snap. You're done, and you've got the Tele you love, and that's the concept we're
so just kind of like recap a little bit about this. So you started this company in 2016?
Yeah, 2016 we got our first patent, and so we wanted to wait until the patent office said okay, because there have been other modular guitars before, but not as versatile, not as completely universal as this thing is. So once that started, we went to 2017 Winter NAMM. So you can find those videos online of our fully modular guitar. And then we went back in the summer, refined it. And so ever since then, we've been selling them here and there, but really still basically coming to this ultimate design with these aluminum cartridges and stainless steel round latches. So that's really, we're fine tuning everything. And I think right now it's ready to go. We're just coming up with new body shapes a little bit,
right?
Doing some new finishes. You'll see some of these guitars in progress.
Okay.
We'll take you back there.
All right, good. I know we're looking forward to that.
Magic happens, yeah.
So, we here at American Guitar, we're really excited to be here. All of this is made right here in the USA, right here in Brooksville, Florida. Except for your necks, correct?
Yeah, we have a machine shop. We could make the necks, but it's really not something that we're good at. It's a specialty.
Yeah.
You know, I leave it to, so we have a guy in Virginia, a company in Virginia called PST Guitars. Plug for them because they do a great job. Scott at PST makes all our necks for us. So we can, if you like the standard, you know, this is kind of a slim C profile.
Right.
If you'd rather have a deep soft V or a 9.5-inch radius instead of this 12, we can make that. That's the beauty of it. You can have this system with whatever neck fits your playing, that you're comfortable with.
Right.
But we let them take care of the neck. Now the bodies are machined, formed and machined here from scratch. These start out as aluminum blocks. I'll show you that later. And we machine those, the latches, you name it. It's all made right here in Brooksville, Florida.
That's awesome.
Hey Larry, there's one thing that I think I talked to you about earlier, but I didn't really get into it so much, is that a lot of guitar players in America love that American traditional look. Okay,
right.
Like the Tellys.
Like, yeah.
You've seen some of the other ones we do. They don't necessarily always like the look of our, pickup system. They've said, man, I love my Gibson Les Paul, right? And I love this look. I can see all this wood,
Right.
Too bad I couldn't just remove the pickups and put in whatever pickup I wanted. But
wow.
in fact, you actually can, because we've done this. Both this Les Paul and the Epiphone over there, same thing. They have interchangeable pickups. We have built a guitar because we had a customer said the same thing. I like this just dual humbucker look. Can you do that for me?
Right.
So we built a custom. It was a purple. It was even his own shape that he liked. So same thing with this Epiphone.
Wow.
And we maintain the look. In this case, these pickups come out together. Nice. The EMG is an active pickup, and you have a Gibson passive in the neck, which you can flip them around. And the battery is hidden in here for the active pickup.
That's just crazy.
Crazy is what we do here. So I just thought you might want to know that. Now we don't normally want to cut up customers' guitars.
Right.
So we bought these ourselves. But it's another possibility. If you love the look, we can preserve the look. Obviously we can't copy Gibson's shape exactly, but we can give you that style of completely invisible pickups that you can swap out anytime you want, either individually or together.
That is just awesome.
It's a little bonus for you.
That is a bonus. Thank you, Mark. Okay, Mark, so take us away. We're anxious to get back there and see what's going on.
I'll take this telly with us.
Awesome. Let's go. So what is this room?
Well, Larry, this is what we call our guitar room.
Okay.
So we fabricate a lot of the guitar here after it's machined. Finishing touches, assembly, installation of the electronics, testing, and just any little things that need to be assembled, cartridges, all the small final types of things get done in this room.
Awesome, awesome, great.
And actually, this is where it starts, since we happen to be here. This is we call it our drying cabinet. Some people call it a kiln. So we buy wood locally.
Look at this. This is incredible.
This is local wood, alder, maple, canary, maple, just different things. That you can see that there's a couple of blocks glued together. And then we plane this, machine it nice and flat. We clamp it to glue it, let it dry because it needs to reach a lower moisture content usually than when it comes from the lumber yard. And then it gets machined into a body like this.
Wow, look at that.
So when it comes off the machine, basically with a little finish sanding, it's almost ready to be painted. We have a few little extra steps. We have to add the jack there. We have to put a hole through for the battery cable, little things like that. So Ray, our tech here, he'll prep that kind of stuff here in this room, and then it'll go to our paint booth, and we'll get it primered and painted and all that.
That's awesome. And so I see on this one, this model right here that's going to be coming out. So it's really contoured and grooved, right? You even have the comfort for your... Yeah,
we found that on some of these, a lot of tellies are just, they're made to be flat. That's how Leo Fender designed them. But the reason he's got the Strat is got the comfort curve for your forearm, and then of course the belly cut.
Yeah, that's what I need. I need the belly cut.
Yeah, so you can so you can really lean it back. So we thought, let's incorporate that into the guitar, round the edges off more. So again, more comfortable. So you're not, when you're spending a few hours on stage, like you'll meet one of our local artists that plays this thing. So it's just more comfortable.
Yeah,
and you got
great.
that classic shape, but you got more comfort.
And it's an American guitar. That's what I love the best of it.
Yep.
That's just awesome. And we got necks down here. Look at this.
Yeah, we have an assortment of necks. And most of them have a standard. Our kind of default is a slim C profile with a 12-inch radius.
Mm-hmm.
And you can get a maple shaft, rosewood, paw ferro, ebony, whatever a customer wants, we'll do that. This is a deep V. I don't know what kind of neck you like. The feel of it. I'm kind of a slim neck kind of guy myself, but I actually like that. That feels good.
Wow.
You know, now if you like slim, then that's like an Ibanez Wizard, thin shredder kind of neck with a 16-inch radius.
Awesome.
So now you've got the 22 fret for your telly style, but we also do, and we'll show these to you in a minute, we also do other shapes. Some of we design, and some that are, like a regular Strat. There's a Strat shape on the wall there. So it's very, very versatile. We don't just make two shapes and that's all you get.
Right.
We want you to enjoy your guitar, and if you're a Strat kind of guy and that's the kind of body you like, then we can do it.
This is kind of cool too, right? What is this, abalone?
Yes.
Abalone, yeah.
Yeah.
Neat. See, I knew that. Awesome. Great. I feel like a kid in a candy store here. This is just awesome.
Moving on. Well, once the bodies get done, we have to assemble the cartridges, which if you want to take a shot of Ray over there, he's putting one together right now. So you have a pickup. This is a soap bar, of course, that'll go into the aluminum shell, which we machine out in the shop. Because the soap bar has traditionally, you normally screw it down through the middle into the wood with springs, but we had to make a little frame for it to accommodate the aluminum so that you can still adjust it from the top for your height when it's in the guitar. And it's still, we found we just made a way to fit it into the aluminum cartridge. And so then what Ray's doing is he's assembling the front and the back half of the cartridge, and to complete it so it's ready to snap into the guitar.
Wow.
So that's part of that process.
It's just everything is just done manually by hand.
Yeah.
That's just great.
Well, this is what you would be doing if you wanted to. Do you have one of those? Yeah. If you wanted to wire this into this guitar, into this cartridge, all it takes is a little screwdriver, and you connect the wires into the board.
Right.
Put the two halves together like Ray just did, and now it's ready to be snapped in and played.
It's just amazing. It's amazing. I love this. I love this whole concept.
Yeah, this is that little circuit board we make that allows you to connect your wires in here without solder. Because that's a big thing. Is a lot of people will take it down to the guitar shop. Whatever it may be, they need to get it wired in. It's a fair amount of work, because you got to take all the strings off. If it's a Strat, you got to take the whole pick guard off. Whatever it is, you got to desolder the old ones, resolder the new ones, and then that pickup's not returnable because you've just modified the wiring on it. But this means you can easily swap them out anytime you want and not modify, not change the wires or have to even cut them if you don't want to.
Awesome. All right, so who's this young man right here?
I never met him before in my life. This is Randy McNeely. He's a guitarist extraordinaire here from the Tampa area, and we've actually had him beating the heck out of our guitars on stages for over a year.
They survived me. They're pretty hard.
Yeah, he is definitely.
I do about 200 shows a year. So. I want to love you like you were leaving. Goodbye. I want to smile the whole time while I look in your eyes. I want to treat you right tonight. I want to love you like you were leaving. You're the best friend I ever wanted. You're the best.
That's just great.
Yeah.
I'm really glad you're here because I can never follow that.
Well, Randy normally plays the telly. He's got
I play a telly, yeah. This has got a lot more frets, so I wasn't used to it.
So he's a telly guy. He's got a red version of that one. And so when the bars open up and you see the Randy McNeely band out there, you got to go see him because
We definitely will.
His show is kick-ass. So that's why we're proud to have him play our guitars, because when you go see his show, not only are you going to see our guitar in action, but you're going to have a hell of a good time. So
Yeah,
sure.
It's pretty cool. Like they got this. So like this has 2 pickups. And, I probably should put some like little. This is really cool because the EMGs.
Oh yeah, because now that's a setup. That's something you haven't seen before so far, where you can have a complete setup. In this case, it's a humbucker single.
So like,
Yeah, snap it all the way in.
How to snap it in. But
Yeah, that's our previous. There you go. We hear the
there,
click.
I did it. Yeah.
All right.
So if you find a setup that you like this, if you're a humbucker single guy, you can have it. Or if you find a combination of just 2,
Right.
we can make a full-size cartridge. That way, you've always got your, for example, a blues. This is my blues pickup set.
Yeah.
This is my rock pickup cartridges.
Yeah.
So you've got your immediately all your favorites at your fingertips.
Well, Randy, I really appreciate you giving us a demonstration here, and we're going to be in touch, and we're going to get your info also. So when you're out playing, let us know, and we'll get you on the show, and we'll let everybody know where you're at. Thank you, Randy. All right. Moving forward, right?
Almost forward.
Almost forward,
I'm going
okay.
to show you a couple other brief things while we're here.
Sure.
Not only do we do guitars, we also do basses. So
Oh, nice.
Not to be forgotten. So here's one of our basses. Now we still have to refine this a little
Oh, wow.
more. Same concept. So you can take the pickups out the back.
Yeah.
So you can go from jazz to precision to Music Man pickups, whatever combination you want. Same concept.
Very cool.
In this. And then this was one of our original guitars that we made back in for the 2017 Winter NAMM show.
Wow.
When we were doing modular, completely modular guitars where, the sides of the whole guitar comes apart. This one was a little bit more work, but I could take the body off of this. I could put a different body on it if I wanted to. We've made that part easier, but like I said, we're not really as focused on that right now. Of course, the pickups came out also if you wanted a different set of pickups. And for that matter, if you didn't like the fretboard, you could remove the fretboard also.
Look at that.
Without having to change it, put in a maple, put in different frets, put in a fretless, whatever you wanted. So as you can see, the neck is aluminum. So we machined that here also.
That's crazy.
The whole guitar is aluminum, other than the fretboard.
Yeah.
So that's one of the other patents I have is on some of these features. So just thought I'd give you a little bit of a taste of the uniqueness here, but of what we're capable of. But that's really the pickups is what guitar players want. They want to experiment with
that tone.
They want to discover that tone that excites them, that makes their music that much more
Absolutely.
exciting.
All right.
All right, we'll take a walk out into the
Okay,
shop.
I'll follow you.
All right. All right, this is our machine shop, or you're going to see part of it anyway. So we manufacture both the metal and the wood parts here. Let's head over this way. So we're in our machine shop area. As a matter of fact, let me show you over here real quick. I'll grab. All right. So once we get done with this, of course, this is what we have left over. But I'm going to show you where we put this
Okay.
to get our bodies made. So this is a CNC mill from what's called a 3-axis mill. So we have fixtures here right now. This fixture is set up to make this. This is the insert ring that goes in the center of our guitar so that we can snap our pickups into it, and it takes several steps to make this. And we also do the body, so the block of wood will get bolted into there, and of course multiple tools will come around and cut the wood out, and we flip it over, and we do the back side because it's got, we'll show you in the room what that body, you've already seen it,
right,
has cavities on both sides. So that's where we perform this function. We also have another milling machine here, which we've used to make some of the cartridge parts. So let me show you some of those. So we start out with a block of aluminum, solid aluminum, and we start machining it. This is part of one of our cartridges in progress. And of course, as we complete machine it, this is for a Telecaster neck pickup. It gets hollowed out. So what you saw Randy Ray assembling, these are the different cartridges. So you can get the humbucker single, which was in one of our Vision guitars. You could get a complete Strat setup like this with your slanted bridge, which of course you can flip and put a slanted neck pickup.
Yeah.
So whether it's, I think this might be for a Filtertron, but it all gets machined from the same aluminum. So once we finish this cartridge, we're going to polish this, and then we anodize it. So we have another room where we do our own anodizing, so that it gets that nice black shiny finish. But this is where we make all this stuff.
That's just incredible.
We also make the little latches. This will become one of the finger pulls that we grab.
Right.
That goes in the back of this. So it's all these little pieces. All these little pieces we machine here from raw aluminum.
Incredible. That's just incredible. What it takes to actually get to the finished product is just amazing.
It's really a lot of work. If we sat, you'd be amazed. It really takes a lot of work, but it's got to be right, because this has to snap into that guitar perfectly.
Right.
When you're on stage jumping around,
yeah,
you can't afford to have anything loose, static, or even fall out. So it's got to be rock solid. So we take the time to make sure the precision is there on each one of these.
Incredible. Okay.
And one of those bodies, please.
Oh, no.
And then hand me one of those, like the red,
The old Vision?
the old Vision, things like that. Or hand me the Prodigy, why not?
Scratch it.
So then we have to finish the guitar. Of course, we have to do our own painting. We seal this with a very thin epoxy layer. So that seals in the wood to keep the moisture out of it, so it stays in this shape and doesn't warp or twist. We have options of what we want to do. We can, paint them solid, primer and polyurethane finishes is what we put on these, and then they'll get wired. The compartments get insulated for, with foil or liquid, the black paint that insulates them. Electrically, all the wiring's got to go in them. We've been experimenting a little bit. This body looks a little burnt because it is. We actually took a torch to this.
Really?
Yeah, we torched it, and Ray torched it and sanded it to get off some of the surface burns to kind of give it a contrast.
Right.
And then, of course, what that becomes is if we candy coat it, which is a transparent paint which has a little bit of sparkle in it.
Wow.
So you could get, we're thinking of maybe doing red. I think we're actually, we ordered some of this rich blue. So we're gonna try this guitar body in this rich candy blue.
Yeah, that's cool.
So, it's
I like that.
Yeah, it's something that we have a lot of fun with, is producing things that not just sound great, but
they look great.
They look great. They look,
sure.
We want to make an impression when you're on stage, not just with how you sound, but with how you look. So there's, we're open to suggestions. When a customer says, hey, I want to buy one of your guitars, can you make me something in red or something different? No problem. That's what we do.
Awesome. Well, Mark, this has been an exceptional day for me, and I know it's going to be great for our viewers with American Guitar, and I can't thank you enough for being gracious and letting us in here and sharing your beautiful, beautiful workplace with us. It's just been awesome.
Absolutely.
Thank you
Nice
so
to
much.
have you.
All
Thanks
right.
very much.
Mason, that was so much fun, and you know what? It was informative. You know,
Yeah.
so I hope you guys really, really enjoyed this show, because I know I enjoyed it, and I know you did as well.
I enjoyed it a lot.
And you know, the people at Somnium Guitars are so nice, just down to earth, great people. And Mark was so gracious, allowing us to come in there and just take up pretty much most of his time, all of his day, really. We made them stop doing everything, didn't we?
Yeah, and what about his artist, Randy?
And Randy was awesome, and
Amazing player.
we're gonna have Randy on the show here with us, not too in the long distant future.
I can't wait for that. That'd be
Long
great.
distant future. How does that
Not
work?
in the too long distance.
Too
future.
long distant future.
Well, we're in a
Something.
time warp.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Till November.
And you know, I'm holding this Gibson BB King Lucille
I was
guitar.
wondering about that. Where did you get that?
You know me. You know, I can't help myself with guitars.
Can't help yourself.
But we're going to do a show on this BB King Lucille here really soon.
That sounds like.
And you guys are going to want to see that too, because we're going to have a lot of cool stuff to talk about. But back to Somnium Guitars, I just want to thank them. You know, they were so gracious and kind and nice. And
smart.
And listen, you guys need to go and contact Somnium Guitars and get yourselves one of those Somnium guitars. I'm going to order one.
Me too.
Hey, Mason.
Yeah.
Take us the heck out of here.
All
and
right.
we will see you guys on the next show.
A titty ball.
All right.
Gibson SG. Just subscribe to American Guitar YouTube channel and contact us at www.americanguitar.rocks. Click the link below for more information.